Hello everybody, I'm InfernalColonel and welcome back to another Sega Classics Wednesday, where we'll be continuing our Shining Force playthrough. We're on the third chapter, which is called The Secret Weapon of Runefaust. If you want to catch any of the previous chapters or any other Sega Genesis Classics action that we've had on the channel so far, it's all available at our YouTube channel, which can be found at the link below. That said, let's get into the game and start up Chapter 3. We actually have started Chapter 3. Actually, before I get into the game, I'm just going to turn the volume down a little bit on here. If at any point the volume is too low, just let me know. Or too high. But yeah. It's been a fun playthrough. This game came out in 1993 in the US, I think 1992 in Japan. One of my favorite RPGs of all time. Super fun, great tactical turn-based combat, good story, good characters, and just a great game. Sorry about that, just had to close a couple of windows out. So here we are in the town of Bustoke, which is basically the first town that you encounter in Chapter 3. Last time the stream was going well, we had a couple of chatty viewers, so we ended up actually playing not only all of Chapter 2, but we actually did the first battle of Chapter 3 here in Bustoke. So typically the way I've been doing these streams during this playthrough is trying to do one chapter at a time. And then when the chapter's finished, you usually end up in a town where you can, upgrade your weapons, kind of get a little bit more of the story. So typically we'll play through a chapter and then explore the town at the beginning of the next chapter. If we've got a bunch of viewers, if people are interested, sometimes we even stretch that to include the first battle of the next chapter. So we'll be doing Chapter 3 today, which is called, again, The Secret Weapon of Runefaust. We'll be encountering that secret weapon at some point towards the end of the playthrough. Try not to spoil it any further than that. And then, yeah, we'll probably start Chapter 4 just to kind of explore the town that we're in and see what's what. Depending on how long it takes, always possible that we'll go further than that as well. So, this is Bustoke. There's some pretty cool stuff here. It's a mountain town. We've already cured Xylo, who's like a werewolf that lives in this town. We were able to get the Moonstone and turn that into Lunar Dew to help him out, which we got from completing the battle that's in the quarry, which is right here. So typically this would be a battle area. We've already cleared out all the enemies, so we can freely walk through it. And the reason I'm actually coming down here, this cave is where we found the Moonstone, is take a quick look around here, and we found a secret chest. This is something I meant to do last time during our playthrough. but forgot to do so. I'm coming back now at the start of this one to pick this item up. This is a secret item. There's a series of secret items in the game that I never found as a child, but have since read about. Figured I'd get them this playthrough, at least if I remember. I'm not going to go out of my way too much. And I'm doing my best to try not to read any guides or spoilers or walkthroughs for this, but I did want to try to pick these secret items up because I have never had them in my life, even though I've played through this game multiple times as a child and young adult. This is my first time streaming it though. So what we got there was this item, which you can tell from the fantastic 16-bit picture is a amazing swimsuit. Again, never gotten this item before, but apparently this swimsuit is usable only by one member of our party, which is one of our mages, Tao. I don't know if you have to equip it or if it just has to be in her inventory. Pretty sure, yeah, it's just has to be in our inventory, I think. So now we've got a swimsuit. There will be another secret item, I think, either during this chapter or the next one for our other mage as well. And of course, because these games were designed primarily by men, I don't think there's a matching thong for the main character or anything, but hey, I could be wrong. So, we're here in Bustoke. We've already bought all the weapons here. We've already upgraded all of our characters. I'll kind of do a super quick run through of who our characters are that we've got, because that's one of the coolest things about this game is the characters. It's kind of like Chrono Trigger and other games where you kind of assemble a cast of characters throughout the game. You start with just the main character very, very early in the game. You get a few more people, and then you kind of add from there as you go throughout the game. So this is our current party. You can only have 12 characters at a time, and you can see that our character has donned the swimsuit. So that's what we just did there. Normally she's in a, I think I can actually show you if I give the item back to somebody else. Let's give it back to our main character here. Probably need to do a loading screen. Let's see what she looked like before. Yeah, so she's normally just a, a mage in her robes. But again, because I've never had a playthrough of this before, we're gonna put her in a swimsuit. Yeah, so I'm sure she'll don that in time for the next battle. So yeah, you get more characters. You can have up to 12 characters in your party. I think there's about 30 characters total in the game. I'm gonna do my best during this playthrough to get them all. There are some characters that I think there's one character I've never gotten before, so I'll do my best to get him later in the game. And the fact that there's 30 characters, but you can only have 12 at a time in your actual active party, makes the game have a lot of replay value. You can you can use multiple characters and multiple sets of characters during a single playthrough, but you can pretty much always have a different path to the end, depending on what characters you use. So right now we've got May and Ken, who are two Centaur Knights. We've got Gort and Luke, who are two Dwarf Warriors. We've got my favorite character, Gong, who is a monk who can fight and heal. Currently he's the only healer I have in my party. We've got an archer, an elvish archer named Diane. We've got Xylo the werewolf. He's an absolute beast. We've got two birdmen, well, bird people. Bird persons, Eamon and Balbaroy. I get the feeling they're married or related in some way. We've got our two mages, Henri and Tao. Henri is kind of like a freeze mage, and Tao is a fire mage. And we've got the inactive characters in our party. We'll kind of be back here in the bar, chilling, having a drink. We've got another elvish archer, Hans. We've got healer named Chris, who I'm not sure what species she is. I still think she looks like a horse or a dog, but she's also kind of got the elf ears, so to be determined. We've got another centaur knight named Arthur. You get a bunch of Centaur Knights during the game. I think maybe even up to like 5 or 6 different ones. So you kind of have to pick and choose. Can't train them all up. Then we've got Lo, the healer, taking a nap. I think he drank a little too much. And I think that's it for now. I think that's pretty much everyone. So one of the questions you have to ask is, what do I want in my party, right? Right now I've got a lot of fighters. I've only got this one healer, and he's like a fighter slash healer. I'm taking the bird people because although they don't do a whole lot of damage right now, they're super high mobility, and mobility gives you a lot of options, especially in some of the fights that we have coming up. Ranged attacks are also really good. Right now our centaurs have spears. They're good at ranged attacks. We've got an archer with a pretty strong arrow. And we've got, you also want a couple of tanks. So we've got our 2 tanks here in the Dwarven Warriors, as well as Xylo, who's kind of a tank in and of himself. And then we've got the main character here too, who I'm moving around the screen. His name by default is Max. In this playthrough, his name is Owen. He's pretty strong too, he's like a swordsman. But the thing you have to be careful with him is making sure that he doesn't die during fights. Because if any of the other characters die, you can kind of just revive them in the next town for a little bit of money. It's no big deal. But if the main character dies, it ends the fight, sends you back to your previous save point, and takes away half of your money, which can be a sizable amount of change. And you need that money to upgrade your weapons and kind of progress through the game. So, that said, we have a bunch of permanent stat increasing potions, where see each person on the left there has 4 spots for their inventory. See some people have rings in addition to their weapons, people have herbs to heal with. Then you've got these potions here, like the power potion, the defense potion. There's a bunch of other things as well. There's it's like Bright of Life or something like that, that gives you more health. I was thinking about potentially using some of these permanent potions to upgrade the main character, again, just to give him more survivability. I think at the very least I'm definitely going to use the defensive ones on him. Although now that I'm thinking about it, it's no big deal that I just use this one, but I'm probably going to keep the rest of them. I think that's a good enough boost for now, give him a couple extra defense, but there's a mechanic in this game where you can promote your characters, and it basically is like transforms them into their, more evolved form, their next, like, upgraded class or whatever. And they do, like, their stats get reset to some extent when you promote them. If you can promote them once they hit level 10, but I think as much as going to level 20 before you promote them can make them even stronger after they've been promoted. So I'm going to actually hold on to the rest of the potions that I have and use them on promoted characters after they've been promoted. So that way the stats will be permanent through the end of the game. So that's that. This is our headquarters, by the way, and that guy behind the desk there is named Nova. He's kind of like our advisor slash organizer. So yeah, I'm just going to check one thing. Well, there's 2 things I want to check, is the composition of our party, and just to make sure we have enough, like, healing items, like herbs, in the party. Healing items are actually pretty affordable and cheap, so it's never really a problem to go stock up on more, but you have to do it before a battle. And when we leave this town, I think we're going to have a battle, so we'll do that. But first, I just want to make sure we have the group that we want. As you can see, Dao has put her swimsuit back on. I'm just trying to think if we need another healer. That's my main question, because I definitely want the 3 people here on the bottom. They're all super strong and helpful in their own way. Definitely taking Gong. Definitely going to hold on to both our mages right now, because they have kind of a unique ability to hit more than one opponent. So the options really are, do we need this archer, do we need these centaurs, and do we need these dwarven warriors? I'm going to hold on to the centaurs for now because they just got an upgraded weapon, and it gives them a pretty strong ranged attack. I'm going to hold on to 2 of these warriors, I think, as well. So then the question is, do we want an archer or not? And And I think I'm going to take another healer here instead of the archer. We used the archer here in the quarry battle because we just got her in this town, and she was, you know, as part of the story, was supposed to kind of guide us to the quarry and help in that battle. So I'm going to leave Arthur here for now. I'm going to leave Chris here for now as well. Well, I'm not sure about that. This is Hans, our other archer. I'll probably grab them later. I'm going to do my best to try to rotate characters in and out so that more of them get leveled up and we can kind of continue to use them. Because if they get too far behind, they get kind of useless later in the game. So I'll do my best to rotate things in and out, including the centaurs. I'll try to kind of spread their participation out. So the question is, which healer do I want? Do I want Lo, or do I want Chris? And to decide that, let's go look at their status here by talking to Nova. I just want to see what level they are and what healing they have right now, what healing spells they have. So Chris is level 5. She has level 2 heal, 15 mana, and Lo has level 2 heal and detox, which removes poison. And he's got 23 mana. Not quite sure. I kind of want to take Lo though, because he's got the detox and he's a higher level. But let's take Chris. Since she's only level 5, let's take her and try to bring her up a little bit. And we're gonna leave our our archer friend Diane at headquarters. So yeah, we'll grab these guys for another battle in the future. I think what we'll probably do is try to use characters when we get new weapons for them, because then they tend to be a little bit overpowered for a battle or two. So when we get the next upgrade on the arrows, we'll probably grab our archers. The centaurs all just got an upgrade, so we're going to kind of roll with what we got for now there. Yeah, this seems pretty good. So I'm just going to go grab a couple of healing items before we head out to the next battle. Forget where this story is. Might be up here. No, this is the priest. The priest is where you go to resurrect fallen comrades and save your game, things like that. Is this the store? Yeah. So this is the weapons store. I'm just gonna check if there's any deals. Deals basically give you the opportunity to buy like unique weapons that you can only purchase, I think, once, so always good to check if there's a deal. But typically there's not. So let's just get some healing items. Number one thing is you want to make sure your healers themselves are all stocked up on healing items. Because they actually get experience for using healing items, whereas other characters do not. And experience is like the primary currency in this game. As you can see, there's gold. Gold is the actual monetary currency used to buy weapons and things, but experience points are super important. Getting your guys leveled up, getting them promoted, really transforms their capabilities. Try to make sure that everyone has at least 2 herbs on them. At some point, herbs will become obsolete when characters have enough health. They just don't do that much healing. But for now, might as well stock up. Again, you want your healers to do most of the healing, but there are going to be situations where your characters get a little spread out. They might not have a healer right next to them, or the healer might be, out of supplies or out of mana. You want people to be able to heal themselves in a pinch. You do also want to keep an inventory spot or 2 open, because you do find treasure and things during the game, and you want to be able to carry that. And as you can tell, with 4 slots per person, inventory space can be kind of limited. As long as everyone has at least 1, I think we're good. We'll give this to Arthur, and then we will grab a heal. I think it's called a healing seed. Yeah, healing seed for Chris. You want your village to have both herbs and healing seeds. The healing seeds just do a lot more healing. Alright, so we're stocked up. Let's get into the fight. Pretty sure we have to leave through the northeast. That would take us back to the quarry. And here we go. Oh man, that looks absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe I didn't even know those things existed in any of my previous playthroughs, let alone did I ever get them. That is absolutely ridiculous. Alright, just gonna check out the layout here. Yeah, so I think we want to go up here. Not much here. Actually, doesn't look like there's that many enemies in this fight. That's cool. Okay. So, like I said, it's turn-based tactical combat. Every character has different kind of movement ability as well as, you know, different types of attacks. Some have magic, some have, you know, the ability to heal, some have ranged attacks, some are only melee. Quite a good variance of different types of characters in this game. I'm gonna just kind of try to stay out of range of these guys as much as I can. As I've mentioned before in other days of this playthrough, this game has kind of an XCOM element where you don't want to just charge forward with characters. Like, this person would just get swamped here and killed immediately. So you want to kind of move them up as far as you can without, like, fully triggering the enemy. Like, even here is probably too far, but we'll take a gamble. Worst comes to worst, we'll just revive people later. Some characters too, like this guy's a tank pretty much. He can take more punishment than some of the other characters, so I'm not going to be quite as careful with him. This happens a lot too, where you just run out of room to put your people in. The AI could use a little bit of work for sure too. Like that archer could have come in and attacked the guys, but chose not to. I think the enemies are somewhat scripted in that they want to hold various points in the map, or sometimes choke points or whatever it might be. So they're not going to just attack at their earliest opportunity. This is the character you have to be really careful with. You don't want him getting surrounded. He's actually a pretty strong character, offensively and defensively, but he's such a liability if you get him killed that it's not really worth being risky with him. I'm actually really curious to see if her actual like battle icon is any different, or if it's just her like map level sprite. Alright, so Xylo's, you can tell here, right? Like Xylo's got awesome movement. Different land tiles, like this mountain tile, you can see on the top left has a 30% land effect, which means I guess he moves 30% slower. Forest is the same way, it's only 15% on these grasslands. So, but he's actually, I don't think, impacted by the terrain at all. So he can move a lot further than most people. He's definitely got one of the more noteworthy animations too. Alright, let's just get in here and fight these guys. Ford's pretty strong too. Take a pounding. As you can see there too, the couple of mechanics involved there. You got a double attack, which happens sometimes, and then the enemy also evaded. There's also critical attacks. All that's based on, I think there's like a luck stat that triggers whether or not that happens, or whether, you know, what the chances are of that happening. Each character has a different luck stat. This is one of the Centaur's May. She's got the, you know, power spear, which gives her a ranged attack. They can also wield lances that can only hit from adjacent squares. So yeah, I should be careful with this guy, but I also kind of need to get him some levels, so I'm going to take a risk here. This is not a wise move if you're playing to be optimally efficient. But you can see there I have actually been so cautious with him that he's kind of far behind now in terms of his actual power. It's only level 6. Anyone that's that low level, including this bird person, aren't going to do much damage at all. So it's kind of a balancing act in this game, and, you know, making sure you expose your characters enough to get them XP without doing it in a way that gets them killed. So now, for example, with these guys being kind of underpowered, it's going to be my goal to get them XP. And one of the ways you can do that is kind of getting enemies to like 1 health, and then letting the under-level people kind of get the kill. Because you get, I think, 48 experience for killing an enemy that's significantly higher level than you. And every level is 100 XP, no matter what, I think. So there's kind of like a sliding scale of how much XP you actually get for various things based on your character's level relative to the enemy's level. Yeah. So the best way to kind of level up an underlevel character is to let them get the finishing blow on something like this Dark Elf. So that was a critical attack. 16 damage is a lot. And enemies actually can get double attacks as well, which would have been pretty bad there if that happened to Luke, but fortunately it did not. And fortunately we've got a healer kind of ready to help him out here. The level 1 healing spell is only affects characters directly next to them, next to the healer, whereas level 2 has this one extra range, which makes a huge difference in the ability to actually get healing done. What the heck is this guy doing? Wow. Skeleton happened to have a meta alert. It seems unlikely. Oh man, this game does not want me to attack with this mage. Just park right here for now. So I could kill this sniper, but I'm actually going to leave him for one of the bird people. Since Xylo is so strong, he's already level 9. I mean, he starts at level 9 with 20 hit points and like a ton of attack power. He's not a guy you need to worry about leveling. He's going to get levels automatically on his own, pretty much. Just going to check in and make sure none of these guys need healing. Also, you can get a tactical view of the map by clicking on a square here that's empty, doesn't have a character in it, and looking at the map here. Kind of just gives you a top-down view of, okay, pretty much we're engaging the whole army right here, except those last 4 up at the top. So I'd love to be able to get Gong leveled up as well, just because he's the only character in the game that can heal, but also is a good fighter. But to access his full potential, you have to promote him. He becomes way better after being promoted. And he's already level 9, so he's almost promotable at level 10. But like I said, I'm going to do my best to try to get people to at least level 15, if not level 20, before promoting them. That way they're stronger after being promoted, and it gives them a higher ceiling that they can get to later in the game. But I've done a good job of focusing on Gong so far, so I'm not too worried about him. Plus you can always get the kind of like the pity heal. Get the experience just for tossing like a small amount of healing to somebody. Get this guy full. I just love the style of these animations, these battle animations. They do get a little bit repetitive, but it is nice that every character has their own animations. They also have different animations after they get promoted. And all the spells have different animations and all that too. Wow, I don't know what that sniper was doing, but gifted us there. Ooh, that is crazy. We're so lucky he didn't get a second attack, because that would have ended this battle. I gotta remember that the snipers are super strong, so be really careful with them. I'm gonna try to weaken these other guys. The centaurs typically are relatively easy to level as well because they have ranged attacks, and they're typically pretty survivable as well. Like they either have good defense like May does, or they have high health like Ken does. I think Ken has the most hit points in our party right now. He's got 28. They're actually considered knights. Yeah, May has like low hit points, but she has 18 defense versus Ken has 9. So they're both pretty tanky in their own diverse ways. Let's get some experience for our bird persons. So yeah, 48 XP is the most you can get, I think, in a single like engagement like that, and it's about half a level. Gonna try to keep our guys clustered together a bit too before moving up. Let's get Balbaroy some XP as well. You can see Balbaroy, these bird persons also have no movement restrictions, which is one of the best reasons to use them. The centaurs, on the other hand, move like, obviously like horses when they're on like open land, but they have a lot of trouble moving through mountains and forests. So they're much more restricted, which kind of isn't the biggest deal, but if you have, you know, if all else is equal, you might as well choose the people with better movement. So, kind of have a decision to make here. Do I try to save this skeleton for XP, or do I play it safe and make sure my main character doesn't die? I'm gonna do the latter. Plus Ken's pretty cool. I mean, the Centaur Knights do get a little repetitive. Again, they're all unique, you know, some are good defense, some have high health, some have more attack, stuff like that. So there are differences, but there's like literally like 6 of those characters in this game. I'm gonna keep him back so he can get healed. The only character we really need to be super careful of is those snipers, since they do so much damage. Everything in this fight does a fair amount of damage, but most things won't kill you in 1 or 2 hits. And they're just gonna heal themselves. It's interesting, because before, in previous battles, they wouldn't have had healing herbs. And they're actually more dangerous when they attack than when they heal. So, interesting dynamic there. Pretty much want to heal someone every single time you can with the healer, just to get that extra experience. I'm gonna go just try to take out this guy, because he's actually a healer. So, even though Xylo doesn't really need the experience, we're going to try to just knock out their healing capacity, and that's actually fine too. Now this healer will either heal himself, or he'll get picked off by one of my other guys. Alright, our goal is to get Tao to have at least one involvement in this fight before it's over. We're gonna go get Balbroy this XP here, even though he might die after this. Ah, that's not good. Knights are pretty OP right now because they just got this power spear. You can see too when they attack, the weapon in their hand actually will change based on what weapon they're wielding, which is pretty cool. But yeah, the power spear, we just got this in Bustoke, I think, so the Knights are real strong right now. I'm gonna do my best to max out the XP here. So these frontline guys, they always walk into XP. So I'm not going to worry too much about them. Somebody needed healing here. Even though the healers get stuck in the back and they take longer to get XP. They're gonna consistently level up still as well because, you know, that's even if you're only getting 10 XP, that means you heal someone 10 times, they get a level. They don't have to be at risk. I feel like it doesn't make any sense that Dark Priests heal. Shouldn't they do some kind of like shadow burn or something? Maybe I'm thinking too far ahead. Have some kind of like bone grease or something instead of a healing herb. The skeletons. This is actually though kind of the one reason why you don't want to use all mobility characters, because like they leave the rest of your party in the dust. Selfish healer. So yeah, the backstory here is that we start out in the town of Guardiana, and that's kind of the hometown of the main hero. You kind of go around, you find the daughter of the king who got assassinated at the beginning of the game, the king of Guardiana. His daughter is Henri right here, this mage. And we're trying to make our way to Runefaust. Eventually. That's where like the bastion of evil, or you know, our enemy is. And along the way, we've been trying to find a ship. We almost found a ship in the town of Rindo, but it got burned down. So right now, that's kind of our main objective, is finding a ship so we can cross the ocean to the continent that Runefaust is actually on. Big level there. A ton of stats. I don't know what that lizard man is doing. It's not really contributing much here. Happy to just hit that priest all day and let him heal himself. More XP for us. I'm pretty sure Ken will kill whatever he hits, so let's just get one of these skeletons out of the way. So Ken's level 10, we can promote him right now to, I'm not sure what his class is, he's a knight right now, but he would become something more powerful than a knight. But yeah, we're gonna level these guys up a bit more first. I'm actually gonna move Luke over here and not attack. Let's try to get him healed instead of attacking. Try to save this XP for our mages. Leveling up your mages is really important because they get new spells and everything. gained a ton of health. Just gained 5 health. Never mind. Only 1. I need to get this guy leveled up too, though, so... let's do it. Double attack. There we go. Xylo can kind of live dangerously here. Sorry, just give me 1 second. Close out of program. Xylo's level 10. Try to get my flying guys up into position here. Pretty sure he's got pretty good defense too. Yeah, because these Pegasus Knights are pretty strong, so 4 damage from them is not a lot. And they're running away. I kind of want that priest to heal himself. I'm gonna put this guy right. I'm just gonna put him here. That's another thing that'll happen if the main character gets too close to enemies, they'll change their AI. Like, he could have healed himself, but he saw an opportunity to attack our main character, so they're gonna do that pretty much every time. Fine by me though. More heals for everybody. There. So this fight's actually not far from over. Nominal level, 1 speed. Bird on bird hate. Yes, if he didn't kill it. Well, missing entirely wasn't what I had in mind, but it's all good. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. You don't get any XP for healing people for 0, so that's just kind of waste. Double check, make sure I got messages on fastest. Yeah, you want everything on 4 for sure. Minimize the back and forth wait times. opportunity to group everybody up again. Zylo's the first character that they give you in the game that's just like totally OP. At least, I mean, other characters can become OP, but he's the first one that just starts out OP. Bird persons is probably gonna die. That's okay. Mages are good too. They also do a lot of damage, and they do damage regardless of the enemy's like defense or anything. So, and they can also do AOE damage with some of their spells. The only limiting factor, obviously, is the amount of magic they have. So, they're only useful for a certain number of turns per fight. I'm gonna hang these guys back, just let them get healed up since they have so much mobility. There are parts of some fights that are just this kind of long slog. This is a very, like, standard, typical fight where it's like, you know, you're just moving from one area to the next, they throw a bunch of enemies in your way, and you work your way through it. The fight that we're heading toward, though, is one of the coolest ones in the whole game. Well, Tao didn't get to participate in this in this entire fight, but that's okay. She'll get in on the next one, I'm sure. If you do end up getting kind of under-leveled at any point in the game, you can use either the egress spell or angel feather, or you can just walk back to the start of any fight, or you can have the main character die. Any of those things will kind of reset the fight, and you get to keep the XP that you gained during that fight, but you have to do the fight over again. So there are ways to kind of grind a little bit if your main aim is to level up all the characters. I'm trying not to do that, trying to just progress through the game, but I could see a situation where we end up grinding later in the game if we feel like keeping more characters up to speed. people can take care of that other guy. So we're going to bring the main army up here to the top right and kind of start to finish this thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold on to those. Not great to waste those healing seeds because they're 200 gold a pop. I think herbs are like 12 gold or something, so they're kind of expendable. Nice. I think the character's speed, or there's some stat. Agility, yeah, that's impacts their ability to evade attacks, I think. I'm gonna do my best to at least get every character in the game promoted, even if we don't end up like getting them all to the highest possible level. Alvaroy is like untouchable. Well, maybe not untouchable. He evades quite a bit compared to most of the characters. Hopefully this doesn't kill it, but I'm pretty sure it will. Time to get this show on the road. Actually might end up using one of these just to get a look at XP. 200 gold's not cheap, but I kind of want to have him have room for more herbs anyway. Get that chip healing. Alright, Gong, do your thing. I mean, Zylo. Yeah. This lizard will get healed by the guy behind him, but that's actually completely fine. Just more XP for everybody. Yeah, they do hit pretty hard though. So you gotta be careful with these guys, especially if they're double attacking. Probably pull Zylo out of there. Oh wow, he didn't even heal his blood. That's crazy. Let's get you out of there. Wow, they can even fly on these purple mountains, which are like inaccessible terrain for other characters. That's cool. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do this. He'll do a lot more, or she'll do a lot more damage to the priest than she would to the lizard man. That means more experience. Really is an economical thing in this game, XP. You really want to max it out. Somehow nobody's died yet. This guy's done. Let's just use these up. Always buy more. As long as the main character doesn't die, I mean, it's not like you have an abundance of money, but you don't really run out of money too often. Typically, for the healers, you want to have like one healing seed for when they need a big heal, and then stock up on herbs for the rest of their inventory slots. Pretty good, quarter of a level just for tapping a guy. Let's just, I'm trying to think if I want May to get this level or not. Nah, let's just go back here. That healer is no threat. He'll either heal himself, which is more damage I can do with my other characters, get more XP, or at the worst he'll attack the bird. I think this bird is injured. One of the birds is injured. Yeah, this one. That's okay. Actually, you know what? I'll just finish him off with the main character. I need that XP. Oof. Double attack with a crit for 25. Monstrous. So when you beat all the enemies on a map, all you can control is the main character. And they want me to go to that bridge there, but I'm actually going to go back to the previous town and stock back up on healing items. This shouldn't reset the battle or anything. Let's pick up some herbs. We'll just keep the same set of characters for this fight. That one was pretty short. I have to move that Orb of Truth off Gong. It's taking up valuable space. Yes, I'll give that to him. You don't want to give it to the main character because he actually needs his inventory space for just like searching treasure chests and stuff. Give it to Xylo since we'll probably always have him. He doesn't use weapons. Make sure each of the healers has at least one healing seed. High impact heals. Alright, I don't think anyone died there, but we'll double check at the priest real quick. Let's also save our game here. Do you think they'll ever make another game that's like all that type of music? I forget what it's called. But like old school music. I hope so. Alright, let's hit that bridge. We're about to find out why they call this chapter the secret weapon of Runefaust. Kane is like the general of the Runefaust armies. Imagine if you moved out of the way. So that right there is the secret weapon of Runefaust. giant laser. I'm actually gonna just scope the scene out here. So we got lizard men. Haven't faced these guys before. But yeah, this laser eye is really kind of the boss of this battle. This is one of the coolest battles in the whole game. And what the laser eye is gonna do, this kind of has like a warm-up sequence, and then it will fire a laser straight across this whole path, and more or less one-shot anything that's in that path. So we'll have to just be aware of that and stay out of its way. I wonder if my bird persons are strong enough to go fight on their own. Probably. I'll keep them out of here over the cliffs just to free up some space for the other people. So this fight has a lot of like moving parts because of that laser eye. So I'm just gonna kill stuff. I'm not gonna worry too much about spreading out the XP. I'm just gonna try to get through this. I'm pretty sure the laser eye fires horizontally, like, and it covers these two sets of squares. Vertically, these two. Horizontally, I mean. So you can see here, there's like a little bit of space where you can hide your guys. Down here as well, I think is kind of safe. I'm not entirely sure. Keep our bird people together. Okay, you can tell there. I think it covers 3 spots actually. So I think those northern cliffs are not safe. Alright, time to see if this swimsuit actually affects the animation here. Ah, it doesn't. She's in her normal robe. Disappointing. We got a swimsuit for that character. It's like a secret item that we found in the quarry in the last town. But it only affects her sprite on the map here. I'm gonna save that lizard man for other people. One of the healers can finish him off. Oh, never mind, he has 13 health. Alright. Hopefully he doesn't one-shot her. Ah, that sucks. I was just careless on my part. We'll go all the way now. we'll have to pay attention the next time the laser eye fires, so what squares are highlighted. I think it's the bottom ones here where the snipers are watching. I think those are the safe areas. I think he fires every 5 turns or so. Alright, so what's... I guess that wasn't super clear. So he's here. I feel like it would make sense for him to hit like the line of sight that he's in here, straight across, and then maybe 1 square to the north and 1 square to the south, which means these should be the safe spots right here. Which means anything above this line right here is not safe. So we'll have to only move our characters that have fast speed. Some Dragon Ball Z shit here. Alright. So this guy, I mean, he might die, but at least he's in a safe spot from the laser. Wow. Very strong. It's no big deal if characters die, as long as it's not the main character. If the main character dies, you lose half your money and restart from the previous save point. If any other character dies, it's just a matter of getting them raised or resurrected at the next town. I'm gonna keep these guys here for now. Oh man, I thought he was gonna get 1 shot there. That was a crit. This guy's probably screwed. Keep him in the back, since he's the only character we can't afford to have die. It's entirely possible that I've fully miscalculated and everyone dies. And these guys do no damage. Keep our healers back here for now. There's only room for 5 people on that ledge. Alright, so I think the next time that the laser eye acts, it'll fire. Which means these guys all need to retreat, but man, she can't even retreat. So we gotta kill this thing. I think Xylo could take a hit from that laser eye and survive. We'll see. Ken's probably dead here. Yeah. Might have been a little too greedy here. our healers can even reach these guys. Sorry. Hopefully it doesn't fire right now. Oh, it's firing. That's not good. Oh, no, okay. Nice, we got one more turn. Sweet. So we just... Oh man, this is bad. But... It's bad because they're gonna get sniped from the other side of the ravine here, but we need to do this. We gotta clear these guys out. Better to get hit by these guys than the laser. Oh man, she can't even get out. Oh, if that guy wasn't standing there. Well, better to go out in a blaze of glory. One more attack. Oh, that wouldn't kill her. Alright, we're gonna move Gort down here. Just get him out of the way. Gotta have, I mean, it's no big deal if a couple characters die, but you gotta have somebody left to finish the fight. What I really want is for the bird people to go kill the archers, but they're so fragile right now. They don't do any damage. Hopefully this doesn't do too much either. No, it's not too bad. Again, anything's better than getting hit with that laser. This fight it's really cool because of the laser. Like, it's neat, you know, it's a cool mechanic, but at the same time it is kind of annoying. You do just sit there half the time. Here it goes. It does hit the enemies too as well, I think, so. What an awesome animation. Damn, it stole my XP though. Whoa, May lived through it. Good for her. That's weird that it puts her in the shot now. Alright, now is our chance. We have 5 turns to get across this bridge. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to get these guys out of here. Send Gong forward. Let Chris do the healing in the back end. I think they get XP for healing themselves, yep. Crit. Only 4 damage though. Probably should have had her heal herself there. Sorry though. one-shot this guy, but that would be really helpful. Because I think if... yeah. Oh, nice. Wow, I can't believe she got to go again. She went twice before this guy went once. Hopefully she doesn't miss. Oh, God. Typical May. Typical May. Yeah, let's just do this. One of these two is probably gonna die, but get this guy out of the way. Oh my God, they both missed. That's tragic. Now they both might die. Wow. That right there is 90s Sega Genesis AI for you. Could have killed either of the people on either side of him, but went for the other guy that he couldn't kill. If there was a harder setting on this game, I would play on it, but there is not. It's still challenging at times, for sure. I wouldn't call it an easy game, but the AI is pretty bad. The challenging parts are just when they just throw tons of hard stuff at you. And some of the bosses can be pretty tough too. I wonder if we'll have enough time to get across this bridge before it fires. Might not. I'm gonna try to hang this guy back so he can get healed. Actually, this guy needs to die. I guess it's not too surprising that we kept missing him. Any of the flying creatures in this game are a lot harder to hit. We need to burn through these lizard men though, or we're gonna get stuck on this bridge. I forgot they were actually injured too because they got hit by the laser. Double attack. Still pretty good. Wow, did he gain no stats for that level? That's not cool. Snipers hit hard. They did a good job of making the healers have really low movement in this, so they get left behind a lot if you're not careful. We need to keep pushing though. Clear these snipers out, then at least this little nook here will be pretty safe. help. Yeah. Kill him here. Wow, he only got 1 health. I thought that's the first time facing those Silver Knights, so I thought they'd be strong, but apparently not. Wow. Yeah, they're not good at all. AI again. Alright, which one is this? Okay, so we have this turn and then another turn to get out of the way of that thing. Out of the way first. Eventually. She's got pretty good defense, so not too worried. I thought he was injured for some reason. That was a waste. She's probably gonna get stuck on this bridge too. Yeah, she's probably dead. So it'll fire the next time, or the next like chance it gets to attack. So we gotta get everybody out of there. She might be able to get back to that middle ledge. Yeah, it's gonna be close. Here because they're not going to make it to the end. I think if I kill the laser eye, the rest of the enemies will disappear or like automatically defeated. So I'm going to try to kill everything else first. Yeah, nice. She just made it. Here. I'll do some damage to it still, but I'm gonna try to finish the other ones first. And I hope this doesn't hit him. Like he's below it, so it shouldn't, but never know. Did it just pass? I guess if it doesn't have anyone in front of it in range, it can't even do its thing. persons are super good once you level them up, so I'm gonna do my best to get them a little bit of extra XP here. Typical support chilling in the back line together. I don't think he'll kill it. It's not the end of the world if he does. Right. Next hit will kill it though, so gotta max out that XP first. No stat level. She's level 10, so she's promotable too. We're gonna wait to promote people. Oh wow, so okay, that's crazy. So the Silver Knight was the boss of the level, not the Laser Eye. That's weird. Thus ends chapter 3. So there was a secret item during that battle that we could have gotten, but we did not get. It was the mini skirt for our other mage. But it's alright. I'm happy that we at least got one of the secret items in Bustoke. Gives us something to look forward to on the next playthrough. So here's chapter 4, the Great Fortress of Balbazak. Shining Force reached the Pow Prairie to discover that Pow was a town of wagons. So the plan today was to play through chapter 3. Typically what we do is play through a chapter per stream on Sega Classic Wednesdays here. And then we usually explore the town that we end up in the next chapter. So we'll do that, and then we'll see where we're at. We may end up going another battle or so into chapter 4. Yeah, let's check out Pow. Pow's Moving Castle. Best part of arriving in a new town is always seeing what new weapons you get. Clearly someone's in that direction. What do you think that guy is? Is he a dragon? It's like a bird of some kind. weapon for the swordsman. Not much of an upgrade, but I'll take it. Every little bit helps. No, don't leave yet. No, don't leave. Don't leave. Good old empty treasure chest. Legs of haste. That's a permanent speed upgrade potion. What is that? Is that like 2 turkey legs? Carry that silo. Alright, I don't want to talk to these guys yet because it might cause them to leave. Definitely want to buy my weapon upgrades first. Question. This guy wasn't here before. Buy his weapons though. Check the treasure chest, make sure there's... Okay, just making sure I didn't get a weapon that I would end up buying. Yeah, so this, you can see here her item there in the bottom inventory spot is the swimsuit that we found in Bustoke. And apparently there's a mini skirt that you can find in the last battle that we just had with the laser eye that you can give to the other mage. Which, again, it's a shame that we missed it, but I think we'll live. I'm gonna check out the rest of the town before I buy any weapons. Got a bunch of people that raised from the dead too. We got a bunch, but a few at least. Alright, our headquarters is up here. That's adorable. Alright, let's get these weapons and then trigger the move, I guess. Alright, so we have power spears for everybody. Pretty sure we didn't get it. Oh, we did get a new centaur, didn't we? We got Hell. Check what he has real quick. Alright, Pell has, yeah, Pell needs a power spear. Just checking what everybody has. Looks like we need to buy a couple of swords. First we'll sell Pell's lance, because these bronze lances are useless. Power spear does more damage and it's ranged. And we'll sell this middle sword. I think I saw that we could buy long swords, so we're gonna sell the bird person swords too, so we can get long swords. badly. And just check if anyone else is using swords. Don't think so. Nope. Alright. Alright, let's get a power sword, power spear for Pell. What else we got? Middle axe. We already have those on our dwarves. We've already got power staffs on all the healers, and we've already got steel arrows on all the archers. So it's just long swords now. So not too much upgrades, honestly. Just the the long swords for the sword people, and that's pretty much it. That's helpful though, the bird persons were getting dangerously weak. Wow, Pella has pretty high attack. 33. Alright, so I think we've done everything there is to do here. Let's go save real quick. And we'll trigger the engine. Doing pretty good on gold. The worst part is when your main character dies, you lose half your gold. But I think we died like, when we very first started this game, we died like 3 times in the first battle or something. But we had almost no money then, so it didn't really have an impact. I think we've died 1 time since then. Alright. Can I get this guy, or is he just gonna talk about revenge? Just talk about revenge, okay. Guy likes his engines. I think we've done everything we need to do here, so go for it. That's Kokichi. Sweet. Get a third flying character. That's always good. It's actually really good to use all 3 of them together, because then, like, they can kind of go off on flank by themselves. Alright, so the town is gone. Is there anything else left? The priest is still here. It's weird that the priest has, like, a house here, but the town is just gone. What's up, dude? I did hear about you. Sweet. Can never have too many centaur knights. I think that's 5 or 6 that we have now, and I think there's still more to come. Alright, so I'm gonna have to make room for a 3rd flyer, I think. Which means we may have to drop one of our tanks. Again, I'm gonna try to rotate people in and out, keep everybody somewhat relevant. But I think our base base composition is going to have to be one less tank and one more flyer. Yeah, we've got 3 centaurs just sitting around, so we'll rotate one of them in. Ken's pretty high level already. May's pretty high as well, so I think we'll maybe rotate both of them out for the next fight. Let me just check the status on the guys we just got, right? So, Vankar only has a lance, so we won't use him yet. We'll wait until we can buy him a power spear. Arthur, I actually might use Arthur, because he's only level 5, and if we don't level him up soon, he's going to be totally useless. So, Gort versus Luke. We'll keep Gort with us for now, because he's got the speed ring. And then we want to get, we want to get Kokichi in, but he needs a power spear too. Alright, we'll keep him on the sidelines until we get another power spear for him. But actually, I do want to take Arthur. Take Arthur and leave Ken back, because he's level 10 already. And we'll take Hell, too. And we'll leave May behind. Just kind of change our knights out. I could give the weapons from the other guys to, like, Kokichi. Maybe I'll do that. Since we're not using May or Ken, I'll give May's power spear to Kokichi and just kind of bring him into the fight. Yeah, because I kind of want to have the 3 flyers in my team all the time. So we'll take, let's take Luke out. We're going to take Gord out. Yeah, we'll take Gord out since he's already level 10, and we'll give the speed ring to Luke. This is the new team for now. A couple of new knights in there. Got our 3 flyers. Got our swimsuit mage. Good to go. Alright, so I'm not quite sure where the game goes from here, but like I said, the plan was to do 1 chapter. Did chapter 3 today. This is the start of chapter 4, and I think what we'll do is do the first battle here. That's kind of been our tradition so far, is to make it through a chapter and then do the first battle in the next chapter, so we'll do that again. Pretty sure if we leave town here, we're gonna get a battle. Yeah. Alright, so we'll do this battle and check out where we end up. Oh, okay, we get to fight Elliot. Cool. Let's do it. Alright. Is it just that army? It is. Alright. This could be a lot of walking here. a pretty different battle than most, because usually there's at least like enemies are kind of spread out, and you can engage them a little bit at a time. Looks like this one they're more concentrated. I have a feeling those guys that are in the back there are going to stay there, and the rest of the army is going to slowly approach. Yeah. That's cool. Get rid of the cannon fodder first. Gonna max out the move on these high move characters like the centaurs and the flying characters. Big chunk of enemies actually. Usually you only have to fight like 4 or 5 maybe at a time. So we got some new weapons to work with. So our flyers are actually decently strong finally. That's a lot. That's quite a pack of guys. I should wait for my mages. They're the only ones who can do area damage. They may not, which is totally fine. It's still better to wait up for the rest of our team. Yeah, looks like they're gonna just hold there. It's all good. See if we can bait them in a little bit with our tank. Worked. Anytime you can split up the mass of guys like that, it's really beneficial. This guy can take quite a bit of damage, so not worried. He gets surrounded. Right. So this is Pell, our new Centaur Knight that we got at the end of Chapter 3. It's actually, I think, has the highest attack out of any of our characters right now. Could be wrong, but if not, he's pretty close to it. I'm not so confident about his defense, though. That's not too bad, actually. Oh, that was dumb. Actually could have attacked there. Forgot he has ranged attack. Have to be a little careful with Arthur, because he is super fragile. But I need to get him experience, so gotta throw him into the fray. 3 damage. Not good. Soften these guys up a bit. The thing is, I don't think you can miss with magic. almost just like an XP magnet, so I'm trying not to finish anybody off with him. He doesn't really need the experience points. Damn, this guy's hit hard. Luke's super tanky too, so I'll kind of put him here in the wedge spot. He might actually kill this guy here. Sweet. Get him soft enough that these bird people can kill. Or Arthur or something. No worries. You can get pretty easily surrounded if you're not careful, so be a little careful with the positioning. Target these flying guys because they're more of danger. I think Pel can get his XP anytime too. Yeah, 32 XP just for damage or something. Alright. What's available to be finished off? I think it's just these two lizards. Yeah, he's got 3 and he's got 10. Save the 3-1 for the other bird person because she's weaker. I forgot they got new weapons too, so it should be okay. I should be more careful with her probably. She's probably gonna get killed here. Crash only has 11 health. Definitely overexposed her, but that's cool. I don't think he's gonna be able to kill this, but let's see. Nice. I like that his attack is a spear and it's a ranged attack, but he still just like smacks me with it. Quality animation. Doesn't double attack. What are those 2 healers doing? They didn't follow the pack in. Arthur can finish this guy off. Needs the XP bad. Whoa. Found a heat axe? That's amazing. Does any of the other ones have heat axes? He's got a middle axe. That's cool. Give that to Luke. I wonder what would have happened if his inventory was full. is too now. One shot. 29 damage. Yeah, I think he does have the highest attack in the group. He's got 33 attack, right? 34 now. It's possible one of the other knights might have higher attack, but I mean Luke, 25. Xylo might have higher. 27, wow, okay, so yeah, he's really high up. Actually, I wonder what Gong's is too. Yeah, he's 29 without any weapons equipped, that's pretty strong. I need to get this guy leveled up hard. He's like a liability if he's not high level. Alright, so we're almost through the main pack of enemies here. I'll position these guys. Just wondering if, yeah, I'll keep them back so we can get healed. 4 silver knights that aren't too tricky, but then they've got like an artillery there, a healer, and the boss. That's a lot of stuff. Alright, yeah, I'll heal Eamon with her. Actually would have preferred if he didn't kill it, but that's okay. That is the cool thing about this game too, right? I mean, there are challenging fights, especially ones with bosses, but a lot of the challenge comes in how you actually manage the engagements, how you manage getting your different characters leveled up. This is a little bit more of sometimes like a managed resource management game. Oh, nice. That's actually sick. If I can drag or draw a few of those guys out, that'd be huge. I think the healer's probably going to stay with the boss no matter what. Artillery probably too. I might be able to draw some of those knights out, but that'd be clutch. Yeah, sweet. Alright, even just getting a couple of them out would be big. Okay, if all of them want to come, even better. That's not ideal. Nice. Not too bad. These guys are weak as hell. I don't know why. Still level 5. It's not good. Every character should be like level 6 or I mean like level 7 or 8 at least at this stage. I mean it's impossible to keep everyone equally level, but you don't want them to fall much further behind them than they are right now. That's why I'm using Chris. I almost never use her as my healer, but my other healers are sitting back in camp like several levels higher. Pel's probably gonna one-shot this guy, honestly. Damn, dude, he's so strong. There's no point even getting her any XP right now. She's what, level 11? Yeah. Might as well save it for everyone else. If you're level 11 at this point, you're plenty high enough. It's just diminishing returns on all the XP because every level is 100 XP. They lower the amount of XP you get per fight or per kill as you get higher level, until you start facing higher level opponents. I remember that I have that heat axe on right there. I'll give that to this guy. I think with the heat axe, not only is it a good weapon, but you can actually use it and it like casts blaze or whatever. Alright, who needs heals? Somebody's got any heals. It's not too hard to get people caught up in levels. All you really have to do is get them like a handful of kills, and they'll catch right up. If there's anyone you want to over level, it's your flankers, like these bird people. Then they can really just go off on their own and do their thing. They have such good evasion too because they're high agility. Alright, that's gotta be a level. Yeah. Oh man, I forgot about that. Did he just gain... Yeah, he gained a magic point. Forgot about that. I think he's the only centaur knight that can actually use magic. Could be wrong, but that's what I remember. That's cool. Forgot about that. Definitely a reason to focus on leveling him up. This guy's set up. I'm actually gonna have him hang back for a sec so I can give him the axe and get him healed up. Ranged guys back around here. Somebody else need heals? Arthur gaining HP. It's the problem with these healers is they get stuck so far in the back that they can never do anything. Ooh, I gotta give this axe to him. Oh man, he would have one-shot him too, I think. But no biggie. Would have been nice to get their healing out of the picture, but it's all good. Oh man. Oh no! That was like two things I didn't want to do. I didn't want to leave her there, and I did wanted to cast a spell with her. Damn, that sucks. She's totally dead. The artillery's gonna smash her. Yeah, it's another statless level. Oh, I mean, she's just dead. GG, Yanri. Oh my god. 37 damage. For the team. I gotta be careful with that guy. Oh, we can't use the heat axe? Maybe he has to be promoted first. It's all good. Let's just start in on this guy. At the end of the day, even if we die and have to redo this battle, I would be okay with it. There's so much free XP in this battle. Please don't one-shot me. I'll try to box Elliot in with 4 somewhat tanky characters so he can't go kill the hero. Let's just kill the artillery here first. Let's get these statless levels. Crazy. Alright, now it's gonna be extremely important that we don't let Elliot touch the main hero. Cool looking character. Alright, this is actually a good start. Pretty sure you can still one-shot him, but can't get to him now. Can't go through my characters. I'd rather have him kill the healer. Oh man, he heals too. All that damage I did is gone. Dead. Let's see, misses. It's okay though, she used up all her magic. Let's just let Hell do this. Hopefully this guy doesn't get so many turns that walk through half my team. Damn, he's got good evasion too. Out of here. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna just try to kill the priest. Let's get him out of the way. That's actually fine. She wouldn't have gotten any XP for that. Let's go here. Alright, we're playing with fire a little bit. I'm just gonna get this guy out of here. Oh man, I forgot. Oh, this actually could be bad. Gong has to use his power ring on somebody to make this fight more realistically doable. Yeah, we'll just do this for now. Actually, it's not too bad. My guys are strong enough that it shouldn't be an issue. Damn, he heals fast. That's crazy. He doesn't even like heal on his turn, he just like gains back hit points every turn, I guess. Dropping like flies. he's trapped at least. Gong gets the honors. And he misses. Maybe Arthur can do it. He gains 15 health back. But now he's just untouchable. He got against bird people. Oops. Do have to be a little careful. I think I'm pretty much gonna kill him here on this pass, but if he kills enough of my people, I won't have enough damage. But I think this will either kill him or set him up to die. And he's slippery bugger. Do it this time, Gong. I believe in you. I should not have believed in you. Alright, alright. Do we put it all on the line? Alright, it's an attack or no ball situation, so there we go. Did it. If he hadn't killed him there, he could have got one shot and reset the whole fight. Oh, we did it. It's too bad this guy ended up on the wrong side of the war. He seems pretty chill, and he would be a dope character. Back to POW. Alright, so I think that's pretty much going to be as far as we go. We're definitely going to see if there's any new weapons. We'll get our people back up. Kind of explore this town a little bit. But probably won't do any more battles. Someday they'll have a deal. Alright, it's the same weapons they had before. But we do need a couple of power spears. May needs one. I think that's it, but we'll double check. Yeah. I guess he has to be promoted before he can use the heat axe. Cool looking axe though. I wonder if the item shops ever get new stuff. I think they only sell these 4 items for the whole game. Domingo. This guy's easily one of the best characters in the game, both from like a design perspective and from actually he's just good. He's a mage. Probably have to sub him in for one of our other mages because 3 mages is a little bit much. That's cool. Oh, it's guns too. What's up, guns? Sweet. Well, I guess it's back to the item shop, or the weapon shop. I think Guns uses like spears and lances like the knights do. Let's check and make sure he's got a power spear already. He does. Yeah, and he needs one part. I don't think Domingo uses staffs, but we'll double check. I think he's a weaponless kind of guy too. Yeah, he's just a dude. Damn, he's so strong. I think he's got really good defense too. We'll have to bring him into the party. I think we may only have room for 1 centaur after this. Probably make that the last thing we do before we sign off. Now let's check out the town. Elven arrow. That means we may have to take one of the archers with us now. Let's see what level are our archers. Hans is level 6 and so is Diane. Who should we use? Let's bring Diane. I think the elven arrow is really strong. Might even have 3 range. Steel sword. Guessing that's an upgrade too. No, who's the steel sword belong to then? Maybe it's only for promoted characters. I'm gonna give it to Neiman for now. Alone. Not sure how you say your name. Just to double check. Yeah. Take the elven arrow. Alright, yeah, it's pretty good. Let's go sell our extra arrow. I think we've explored most of the town, but our headquarters up here. I'm afraid to leave the town because I'm pretty sure if we leave we're going to get into another battle. I think we want to save that for next time. There's got to be a priest around here somewhere. There he is. He's never coming back, I'm sorry. Sounds menacing. Before we do, yeah, actually, let's get our guys resurrected. Lost a lot of people there to the boss that last fight. Let's go check out our characters and figure out who we're going to bring with us into the next fight. So this is a current setup. We're gonna need to bring in the archer, and I kind of want to bring Guns in too. Guns is like basically the same as these centaurs, but like he works a little bit differently, but he uses the same weapons. Might actually leave Xylo behind for now. He's someone I'm gonna use later, but I'd have to leave him behind for now. Tough call. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave Xylo behind. He's super strong, but I want that archer. We are going into, I don't really remember the fight exactly, but I think it's kind of a tough fight, so it's a bit of risk to leave Xylo behind. I'll switch up the teams though if he ends up being needed. We got? Oh yeah, we got Guns, so we'll have to figure out who to bring Guns in for. Alright, Xylo's chilling back there. We got Gort, we got Hans. They're kind of subs for guys we already have. Oh yeah, we got Domingo too. Probably take Domingo instead of Tao, since she's already like level 11. Got all these centaurs. I kind of want to bring Tao with me though. Let's see, what level is Henri? Alright. Henri's level 8. Domingo's level 1, but I don't think he can be promoted as far as I recall, so it's no big deal that he's level 1. I think he's pretty strong already. Alright, so what are the options? I'm gonna try to keep these 3 flyers in my party for now. Then we've got Chris, who I kind of want to level up. I could do without her, but I think 2 healers is pretty helpful. We could drop Luke out of the party for Guns. That might be the way to do it. Then we've got Pell, who does a ton of damage. Arthur, who we're trying to level up because he's like the only magic using knight. Damn, we're quickly getting to the part of the game where you have way more characters that you want to use than you ever were. We're definitely bringing Guns, and I think we're going to drop Luke for now since he's already level 10. Now we're going to give his ring to somebody else. Probably give it to Guns for now, since he'll probably be with us for a while. super tank. Alright, as much as it pains me to leave Tao and her swimsuit behind, I think we're gonna have to take Domingo with us. We'll bring her back into the fold at some point, for sure. Just want to level Henri up a little bit more. Yeah, so we'll leave her behind for now. Alright, so this is going to be the team for the next fight, at least. Should be a fight against Balbazak, which I think is a tough fight. Alright, so we've got 2 Centaurs, we've got our highest damage dealing one, and our magic using one that we're trying to level up. We've got Gunts to tank. We've got Henri, we're trying to level up. We've got Domingo, who I just want to use him. He's just an awesome character. We've got Chris, a healer we're trying to level up. We've got Gong, who I'm never letting out of the party, ever. He's just awesome. We've got Diane, the archer, with her new elven arrow. And we've got our 3 flyers that are kind of like, they're not tanks, but they're able to kind of get in and fight. So I guess what we're really lacking here is tanks, but Guns is such a strong tank that I think we can get through it. Alright. We'll bring all these other folks along for other fights in the future. Alright. Yeah, so that's going to be our team for the next fight. Let's go save our game. Reading. Alright, so that's going to do it for the stream today. Got through Chapter 3, The Secret Weapon of Runefaust. Got into Chapter 4, visited Pau. Did the first battle against General Elliot, the likable but still wrong-sided General of Runefaust. Defeated him, found Pau again in its new location because it's a nomadic town, and we're ready to kind of get off toward Orandatal, which is where we will hopefully be able to fight and defeat Balbazak, another kind of General of Runefaust. And then hopefully find a ship that we can use to sail to the next continent and get closer to our ultimate destination as we continue Chapter 4. We've really just started Chapter 4 here. This is typically what we've been doing on the streams, do a whole chapter and then just kind of check out the beginning of the next chapter. So, I've been InfernalColonel. This is our Sega Classics Wednesday, which every Wednesday we'll be playing classic Sega games. We're working on this Shining Force playthrough right now. We're in Chapter 4 now, out of 8 chapters I think there are total. So not quite halfway through yet. We'll be back next Wednesday with Chapter 4. We'll also be back on Friday, this coming Friday here, for a variety stream, which will most likely be Death Road to Canada. And again, my stream starts every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Fridays are variety. It'll be either Death Road to Canada or Overwatch, possibly even some StarCraft 2, but most likely be Death Road to Canada. Monday, we'll be back for the weekly They Are Billions community challenge that we do every Monday. And then next Wednesday, back to continue our Shining Force playthrough with Chapter 4 of Shining Force. You can find my YouTube channel below, you can find my Twitter below. I'm very open to feedback, so if people would rather see Sega Classics 2 or 3 days a week, I'm really open to that feedback. Love to play some Shining in the Darkness, love to play some Toe Jam and Earl. Got all 3 Streets of Rage, got all 3 Golden Axes, even all of the Phantasy Stars 2, 3, and 4, so there's plenty of stuff to play through. Never going to run out of content. If people are interested in watching more Sega Classics, that's what we'll do. But for now, again, I've been InfernalColonel. Thank you so much to everybody who stopped by and watched the stream today, even if it was just for a moment. If you like the show, please think about tossing me a follow. If not, hope to see you again here soon. Be well, everybody.